Just when you thought you had heard and seen everything in the WNBA, not so fast. Last night on USA Network, Megan McPeak and Hall of Famer Tamika Catchings were calling the Seattle Storm Toronto Tempo game. The conversation turned to the Washington Mystics, their very young roster, and the nickname those players have apparently chosen for themselves. And then this happened. Here's a warning. Some may find a word in this clip offensive. Roll it, Dominic.
In the W. And how about those young hoes from Washington, as they like to be called? Yes, that is what they like to be called. Thank you to Lauren Betts on that one. I'm not making it up.
Yes, you heard that correctly. Aren't you glad I gave you a warning? The young hoes from Washington, as they like to be called. And believe me, that last part, as they like to be called, was doing a lot of heavy lifting. Now, Megan McPeak did not make up the nickname. The Mystics have the youngest roster in the league. The younger players initially called themselves Young and Turnt, but according to Aaliyah Edwards, they decided to take it to another level. That's a level, all right. So now they call themselves the Young Hoes. Apparently, there are old hoes too. I didn't realize the Washington Mystics had an entire organizational depth chart for this, but apparently they do. The players have embraced it. Fans use it. It's all over social media. That's fine. What you call yourselves inside your locker room is your business. But this wasn't inside the locker room. This was a national television broadcast. And I'm sorry, something has to go off in your head as an announcer before you say that on the air, right? A little alarm, a flashing light, maybe a producer in your ear saying, Megan, don't even think about it. Either don't use the nickname at all or warn the audience that the players have adopted a term that some viewers may find offensive. You cannot just drop the young hoes from Washington into the middle of a basketball broadcast like you're talking about their transition defense. Who do they think is watching these games? Huh? What if a mom or dad are sitting there watching with their 8-year-old daughter? Mommy, what's a hoe? Well, now the parents have to stop watching the game and begin a conversation they never expected to have during the third quarter. And no, sweetheart, we're not talking about a garden tool. I know how this sounds. I'm officially the older person saying, what is happening? Who's the adult in the room, or at least on the broadcast? But there is still supposed to be a difference between how players talk to one another in a locker room, what people say on TikTok, and what an announcer says during a nationally televised sporting event. And adding, as they like to be called, doesn't magically make everything broadcast appropriate. If a team gives itself a nickname you can't comfortably explain to a 9-year-old, well then, ding, 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 don't proceed to share it to a national TV audience. So congratulations, though, to the Washington Mystics. They are young, they are energetic, they are fearless, and they are headed to the playoffs. But on national television, can we please just call them the Mystics? I know how I sound, antiquated to some, smart to others. What's your take? Has the WNBA gone off the rails? Put your comments in the chat box.